Hey there, it's Carla from Marie Lazo, and I am here today to talk about manifesting those big dreams, those major manifestations in 2020. So today I want to talk about how to protect your intention. Now, the thing is, at the beginning of 2019, many of us said, this is going to be my year, and I'm going to do this, and whatever. And we start, but usually something happens, or often something happens that takes us off our path. Something happens that is letting us know that something happens, something comes up with work. There's a depression, there is a divorce, some kind of family thing that comes up, some money issue, and we are no longer able to continue the path that we were excited about. So we'll start a new year all excited about the things that we want to do, but we end up getting off track. And I wanted to teach you some lessons today, or just give you some tips on how to protect your intention. Whenever we say we're going to set an intention and we're like, okay, I'm going to go for it. But one step that we often forget to do is to protect that intention. And we can do it both magically and practically. I like to go on both sides, both using magic and using protection in the real world. So that's what I'm talking about today. So as I was saying, one common block I see to people not creating that major manifestation the first time is that they don't put a protective boundary around that goal. Now, one of the first major things about one of the first things that we need to look at is our current social circle. Like, who is around us? Are you hanging out with people who are naysayers, or goal getters, or action takers? There's like, if you saw a list of different kinds of people, like say there were 3 different lines. There's the critics, there's the talkers, and there are the doers. The line of critics is going to be like way, way, way long down, because there's always going to be someone who's going to be criticizing the things that people want to do. And then there's going to be a long line of talkers. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I call those people the ominous, because they're always talking about what they're going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm right about to do this, but they don't really get anything done. But then when you look at that last line of people who are the doers, that line is really kind of short. So do you want to be in that group? You want to be in the doers? That means you're going to protect your goal. So speaking again about protection, when you have your goal, think of it as like a newborn baby. If you just had a baby, would you be taking your baby out to a nightclub where there's like loud music and flashing lights and maybe people smoking and doing all kind of other crazy things? No, you would be protecting that baby. You and your baby would be home, and you would be nurturing that baby. So this is the same thing we're going to talk about when it comes to your dreams, your major manifestations. They're no different. Now, if you haven't done any of these big dreams before, you're going to have to do things that you've never done. So again, we're coming back to your social circle. Who are those people that are going to who are going to be there for you, or who are the people who aren't really there for you? It happens how we have people who are very critical, or they're just not on our same frequency, or they might not have ever done anything that we are trying to do, so they can't really relate. So if you're saying, I want to start a business, but you're talking to someone who hasn't ever started a business, or someone who's like, well, I tried that, but that didn't work so well, that person isn't going to be really helpful for you. So think about that. Evaluate your current social circle. And you might have to distance yourself from those negative people. And you have to do that in order to, nurture your dream. And if they are family or close people who are close to us, it's still important to kind of distance ourselves. And what that means is you're going to have to keep it to yourself and not tell that person about it until you're done. Now, the thing is, we get so excited when we have these big dreams. These big dreams give us such great, powerful energy, and we're like, yeah, I'm going to do this, and I want to do that. But the problem with that is we sometimes forget that not everyone is really on our side. And by using that excitement and telling everybody, we sometimes kind of hurt ourselves more than we help. Now, I know that there's some teachers that say, you need to affirm what it is that you want to do everywhere, but you can't do that. I have a friend who's an actress, and 10 years ago, when she was just a baby actress and just wanting to get started, and it was something really difficult because she had never done it before. She was practicing by going to different meetings, or she's just happened to meet new people, she would tell people, I'm going to be an A-list actress. And she'd gone to this party and she met this guy who, she'd never met before. And he said to her, well, I want to be an astronaut. And that really hurt her feelings. And she was like, how dare he say that to me? And well, it's that saying, do not cast your pearls before swine. You don't know this guy, you don't know these people, so you can't be taking your dream and telling them what you want to do, because a lot of people are really only going to tell you how wrong you are or how it's not going to work, because it's so easy for someone else to say, oh no, you can't do that, or who do you think you are? Like when I was originally from Miami, Florida, and born and raised, and I moved to New York City when I was like 26, something like that. And I'm 51 now. I'm 51. I'm going to be 52 next month. I knew I wanted to do this, and I happened to tell my aunt, a family member, right? And I was so excited, and I was thinking that she was going to support that idea, and instead she said, well, who do you think you are? And well, maybe if you were like the Clark sisters or something like that, you could move to New York, but who do you think you are that you could just move to New York and become a musician? And I was like, oh, and that really hurt my feelings, and it took the wind out of my sails. But the thing is, there's people that we know in our family that we know that they're negative people. We know that they're critics. So when those people, so when we're excited, we cannot pretend that they're not those kind of people. We have to remember that the people that we know who are negative in our family, they're not going to change just because you have this really great idea. You already know that they're negative. Therefore, you're just going to have to keep your dream to yourself. Keep your baby, keep your intention safe by keeping it close to your heart. You just can't tell everybody. So I have this Queen Up New Year's Challenge coming up starting December 26th through January 1st. And part of the power, I suppose, in that group is that it's going to be filled with other women, like-minded individuals who are going for big goals. So if you were wanting to start a family or just to start a business, buy a house, like people who are on that same kind of wavelength, other people who are doing those big kind of things, going for those big dreams, you want to be surrounding yourself with positive people who are also going for those big things and who will be supportive of you, and also who are coming from that same mindset. So if you want to build a business, for example, you want to be talking to other people who have also built a business or who also want to build a business, because you're going to be coming from that same wavelength and you will be able to understand each other and support each other. And of course, I'll be there, as well. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But if you want to check that out, you can check that group out at my course, the Queen Up Club, the Queen Up New Year's Challenge at queenupclub.com/golden. Okay, so back to your circle. We're talking about protecting. Hey, Quentin. So we're talking about protecting your boundaries. Protecting your goals. Like when you want to manifest something major in 2020, you need to put boundaries around your goal in order to protect it. So one of those protective things that you need to do is watch your current circle. And there's a saying that your network is your net worth. In other words, they also say that the average of the 5 people around you is also your average income. So think about that. Who are the people that you're hanging with? What kind of income level are they at? Are you the person in your group that's making the most money? You kind of want to think about hanging out with people who make more money than you, because they're also going to be thinking about different things. They're going to be thinking about different kinds of goals. So when you have friends and associates that are doing big things, it's going to be a lot more, it'll be easier for you to be kind of getting some of that support and understanding and mindset by osmosis. So, time to level up your friend circle if that's what you need to do. And so another way to protect your boundaries, or create boundaries around your intention, is to mind your own damn business. This is one of those things that we sometimes forget about. I think social media, especially like Facebook, we can be really guilty of this. We see people, we have like these conversations on Facebook or wherever, and we're like, there's like all this judgment and stuff going on. And we're talking about, well, I think blah, 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 blah. Someone will ask their opinion of something, and whether or not they know anything, they're going to start talking about it. Don't let that be you, because anytime that you're spending all this energy talking about someone else's situation, you could be using that energy on yourself, on your own dream. Like, don't be putting all your other energy into creating some, flame war on Facebook, whether it's politics or whatever, because it really doesn't mean anything. It really does not mean anything as far as your dream is concerned. So you really want to focus on that. And also, you just want to watch your mouth. Now, when I say watch your mouth, when like writers sometimes do this, like say, okay, I want to write a book, and I want to write this fiction story, and I already know how it's going to go. And so like you might go to a party and you'll be talking about, well, I want to write this book, and this is what's going to happen. The first scene is going to be this, and then the plot is going to be this, and then I'm going to have a plot twist, and these are the characters, and you're talking about the story that you're going to write, but you haven't written it yet. But that's the thing. Your brain does not know the difference between talking about it and actually doing it. So by the time you finish talking about what your story is going to be about, you don't actually do anything. So it's important to spend that energy working on your dream. The most important thing, if you're going to write a book, the most important thing is that you show up to the page, whether you're writing it by hand or you're going to your laptop. The most important thing you need to be doing is showing up to your page and doing the work, writing about it, not talking about it. As that saying goes, don't talk about it, be about it. So watch your mouth and mind your own damn business. Because the evil eye is a thing. And that's the other thing. When you do a lot of talking about stuff, especially if you haven't had it, if you haven't created it yet, you're going to have people who are jealous of you. And, of course, you can create some kind of magical evil eye to kind of protect you on a magical level. But just on a physical level, just keep your mouth shut, because there's haters and there's frenemies out there. And you don't want other people talking about what you said that you want to do before you've done it. Well, she said that she wants to do this, or, well, I heard that she wants to do that. No, they don't need to, other people don't need to be talking about what you're doing, especially if they are not supportive. So keep your dream to yourself. Let's see. Yeah, so don't talk about it until it's done. That's basically it. So these are the different ways that you create protective boundaries around your intention. 2020 is coming. We are here to make some big things happen. So if you would like to get more information, come and check out my New Year's Queen Up Challenge at queenupclub.com/golden. Now, the other reason I call it, the link is golden, is because if you sign up, the first 10 people that sign up will get my golden playing cards. I love these cards. I found them at the dollar store, and I get a pack every time I go. And people seem to like them, like whenever I show them off on Instagram. So I'm like, okay, tell you what, if anyone wants to sign up to my class, I will send a pack, a brand new untouched pack, to the first 10 people. Now, if you're not interested in that, but say you want to learn more about creating your own custom spells, I have a free email course available at queenupclub.com/spell. So check that out. That's queenupclub.com/spell. So if you would like to sign up for the New Year's Queen Up Challenge, the regular price is $97, but for anyone watching the video, it's a special price of $47. And again, the first 10 people that sign up from this video will get these golden playing cards. So that's queenupclub.com/golden. And this is Carla from Marie Lazeau signing out, and I would hope to see you again sometime soon. And you know what? No matter what, 2020 is coming, and I am all here for you to do your thing. So let's go. Let's make it happen. Bye.